What's going on, guys? First game of the season under Eric Ten Hag, and nothing has changed. And that's not his fault. I was looking forward to seeing how we play under him, and in pre-season it was quite good. It was exciting, but to be honest, nothing has changed. As long as we're playing McFred in the midfield, we're always going to be vulnerable. We're always going to concede goals that we do. It just wasn't good enough. It just looked exactly like before. Not good. Embarrassing at times. Defensively, it's the same kind of leaky goals that we can avoid totally, but we just don't. We played well, but can't finish. Rashford had so many decent opportunities. Bruno Fernandes, again, this happens with Bruno all the time. The ball comes to him somewhere in the box and he just absolutely skies it over the bar. And he's not really under pressure. He's just trying to bash it in the goal, which is very, very frustrating. Just place it low and hard, get it in the back of the net. So yeah, chances squandered. That's basically just sums up the way we've been playing over the past season. And now we've started that way again against Brighton. Brighton are a good team, but of course they lost their best two players, Cucurella and the midfielder, I forget his name now, to Spurs. So like, they're weakened. They bet us last time 4-0 in the Amex or whatever it's called, but now it's at Old Trafford and they're after coming and beating us again. I knew when the changes happened, when Ronaldo came on and when Van de Beek and all came on, once it was getting Fred and McTominay off, we seemed to do better. I just wonder how the game would have gone if we had have started the midfield slightly different. It's just points dropped right from the get-go. We're going to be under pressure. Eric Ten Hag is going to be under pressure. The media are just, it's a bloodbath. They're just waiting for him to slip up, and you could hear in the commentary of the match, they were secretly delighted that this was happening, and they're like, oh, the pressure's on from, yes, it is on, but again, he hasn't been back. The players that he wants aren't there. Frankie de Jong would fit into that team so perfectly, and we haven't got him. And to be honest, personally, I don't think we're going to get him. And I don't really want a player who doesn't want to be here, but we need somebody else, because we cannot rely on Scott McTominay and Fred in the midfield, because it just doesn't work. They're just not good enough, and teams are licking their lips at the prospect of playing against United with those two in the middle, because you've basically got a free pass to just do what you want. Those guys give away the ball too easy. They're reckless, challenges coming in for no reason. McTominay took 6 touches and then lost the ball and then slide tackled in and gets a yellow card when we're on the attack. That's just not good enough at all. And I love Scott and I want him to do well, but I don't think he's a starting 11 player at all. Maybe he could come on in the last 15 minutes of a game and do something. I would love him to be an amazing Roy Keane type player, but he's just not, and that's a fact. So we need to stop going with that. And Eric Ten Hag doesn't really have that much of an option, but I do think Donny van de Beek is better than those two guys. So whichever way you want to change it up, that's what you do. But together, McTominay and Fred are just Mac fucking awful. But yeah, first game of the season, a loss. Other teams doing alright. No one's really talking about Liverpool and Fulham. Liverpool dropping points there, and Fulham starting well. So yeah, it's going to be a weird one, but I do feel a little bit frustrated already, just with the way the transfer market has gone. And yeah, starting with a loss is always awful, but to be honest, we've started with big wins the past couple of seasons, and then we end up going to shit. So hopefully this loss can be kind of a learning process and we just build from that, because that's what we need. But yeah, apologies about the lack of content, but to be honest, United have just been a shit show for quite a while, so there's not really been a point in doing stuff like this. But now here we are, match reaction, and hopefully there'll be much more to come, and hopefully they'll be happier. But I hope you're all doing well. Unfortunately, we didn't get the win today, or a draw. Even I would have taken it, not before the game, but yeah. Hopefully we just build from there. And yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought of the game or the players in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the new boys, Martinez, Christian Eriksen, and Malacia, who came on late in the game. Let me know your thoughts, and I will talk to you later.